Good afternoon, traders. It is Thursday, December 20th, 2018, and the U.S. stock market is closed. I'm showing you a really long view of the Dow here. This chart actually goes back to the end of September on the far left side, and all the way through today, which is down here on December 20th today. This is really an interesting chart if you're a bull and a masochist. That's kind of black humor on my part, but I do think it is important that we keep an eye on what's really going on here. From this point right up here, this is very close. If I don't know if that's actually the all-time record high of the Dow Jones Industrial Average, but if it isn't, it was like the previous week or two that I made that. Anyway, it is at 27,000 right there at the end of September, and today we are well below 23,000. So from here, the high on this chart, the end of September, to where we are today, is a drop of 4,000 plus points. Now, I've been saying December has been absolutely horrible, and you can see why it is so horrible here, because this top right there is the end of November. So this slide that we have right here, right there, that's almost all in December, and that's a 3,000 point drop. 3,000 point plus. So on this whole chart, we have a 4,000 point plus drop, and 3,000 plus of that has taken place from the very end of November to now. So, folks, that's not the Santa Claus rally that I was hoping for. I mean, and this is why this has been just a killer month. I haven't even done the spreadsheets, but I know we've hardly had a single winning day on this whole slide. So this has been just absolutely horrible for us. Terrible way to end a year. And as I said yesterday, unless there's some unbelievable dramatic change between now and the end of the year, I'm going to see my first losing year in about 20 years. And I traded through that very hard period back in 2008 also. So anyway, not real good. As far as how we did, well, we had terrible positions coming in. We had over $14,000 negative in open trade equity yesterday. We closed out just under $15,000 negative today. So it basically got no worse, and it didn't get any better either. So we're slammed again. The reason we got hurt so badly is yesterday had this rally at the beginning of the day that managed to get us into 9 new positions, and 7 of those positions were negative and only 2 were positive. So that's how we end up with negative almost $15,000 in closeout trades. Fortunately, today we didn't get anything like that rally at the beginning. It was down all day, finishing down 464 points. Today, well, the Dow is in absolute free fall, but we only got into two positions. Both of them are negative, but they're small negatives, so we're only carrying negative $477 going into tomorrow. That's the way the system's supposed to work. The system's supposed to pretty much stay clear of stocks when they're falling, but the problem that we've had is this market has been very sneaky, and it frequently rallies at the beginning of the day, getting us into positions, and then collapses the last half of the day, leaving us stuck with very bad positions, which oftentimes get even worse the next day. And then when we do occasionally get into winning trades, we seem to be holding large profitable positions at the end of the day, but then they get cut in half or worse the next day. It's just been unbelievably bad. I can't remember it ever being this bad, but it's bad. So, of course, I have no individual stocks to show you. You just get to listen to my rant here. You know, this is like the nightmare from Christmas, but I will survive, and I just will add one little bit of optimism here. The last really bad year I had was in 2012, and it wasn't a losing year, but I only made about 6%. Keep in mind, I've had many years that I've been up 80, 90, and 100%. So 6% was really bad. That was, until this year, that was the worst year. And then 2013 started up, and it was just fantastic, and it was fantastic most of the year, and I ended up close to 100% that year. So I'm not giving up, and I just think this thing will turn around, and I've made plenty of money in these markets, and I will survive 2018, and I will continue posting here and talking about stocks. So that's the way it went. This is Trader Bob signing off. I will be back here tomorrow on my least favorite day, which is Friday.